Sometimes even though we have a whole wardrobe full of clothes, it can feel like we have absolutely nothing to wear. So I think by now we know that more clothes does not equal more outfits, or more clothes does not equal better sense of style, or knowing what we want to wear. What's important is not having more in our wardrobe. And in this video, it's not about having less either. It's more about what we have in our wardrobe. Like, it's what's inside that counts. If you have a wardrobe full of pieces that you don't know how to wear, or full of pieces that you don't feel align with your style, then you're not going to naturally gravitate towards those pieces when you're putting outfits together. If you are in front of your wardrobe first thing in the morning, most of the time we just want to feel like us, we want to feel comfortable, we want to feel good, we want to look good, we want to be appropriately dressed for whatever it is we're about to do that day. We're not going to reach for those pieces that we're unsure of, we're not going to reach for the pieces that don't feel like us. We just kind of want like our go-tos. And I talk a lot about style uniform, and I'll link a few videos in the cards about how you can find your style uniform and how to work with the style uniform. But I am also going to create an updated version of that very soon because I've got lots of new points to add. And a lot of the time our style uniforms are going to be made up of those real basic foundational pieces in our wardrobe. I don't want to use the word basic too much because I don't want you to think I mean basic like boring. I mean really foundational, like solid pieces that can be mixed and matched with so many things, like a simple white shirt, a pair of black trousers, a pair of jeans. Like your favorite jeans. They're not boring, but they're basic, they fit you well, you love to wear them, and they go with like pretty much every top you own. That's the kind of foundational pieces I'm talking about. So for those of you who think I'm saying you need a load of plain, boring clothes in your wardrobe just to have more outfits, that's not it either. Ideally, your foundational pieces are going to be pieces that you still really love. They may not excite you as much as some of your personality pieces do, but you're still going to like them. They're still going to fit you well. They're still going to look good on you. Color-wise, they're going to suit you. They're going to fit your body well. They're a fabric that you like to wear. They're not itchy. They just feel really good to wear, feel good to look at when you're eyeing yourself up in the mirror. We still want to love our foundational pieces, no matter how simple they may be. For example, if one of our foundational pieces is a white vest top, is it a white high neck vest top, a white low neck? Is it a racer style? Does it have thicker straps? Is it more of like a little cami? Is it ribbed? Is it plain? Is it kind of like a linen blend? Is it 100% cotton? Is it kind of a viscose that you want? Like there's so many different versions of the same items out there. So it's up to us to find the ones that suit us the best and suit our wardrobes the best. So with all that being said, I've got 10 items here that I've just popped on a rail. I pulled them together first in my Open Wardrobe app. If you haven't heard about that app before, it's really cool. It's not sponsored, I worked with them in the past, but it's my favorite wardrobe organization and like outfit tracking app. And I make all my capsule wardrobes in there first before I ever touch my wardrobe because it's just easy. I was out for coffee, I was just pulling the pieces. I have a folder called Everything in My Wardrobe, so I literally have everything in my wardrobe on my phone. I can see what I have. And I just pulled out these really basic pieces. And I just wanted to mix and match them into some outfits, but really share with you how these really solid foundational basics can create so many outfits and so many outfit options. But I'm also going to talk through why I love them and why they are solid foundational pieces for me. These may not be the 10 pieces that you need, and I'm not even saying you need 10, you might need more, you might need less, but this is just to get you thinking about what are the pieces in your wardrobe that you gravitate towards the most, that you think are your foundational pieces, and that really kind of make up the majority of your outfits. Part 2 of this series is definitely going to have to be style uniform, because my style uniform is made out of these pieces. So I think it'll be a really interesting way to lead into that video, is to share these pieces with you as these are my base pieces, and then in the next video it'll be my base pieces and how they make my style uniform, because I feel like once you know your basic pieces, you're going to figure out your style uniform pretty quickly from there. Okay, first up is, I was going to say it's one of the most basic pieces. It's a really lovely vest top, and it's in a really nice, I want to say like creamy beigey, like a Baileys kind of colour, like maybe sandy kind of colour, very light. It's a little bit different for me because I have white ones, but I just kind of like this shade. It's just a little bit more interesting to me. But I also do have white ones, and I love a nice like white off-white kind of vest top. What's great about this as well is it has a built-in bra. It has that kind of like built-in sports strap and some cups in it as well, which I don't always wear because sometimes I think I actually swapped them out for smaller cups from a different top, because the cups were a little big for me. But I really like this, and it just goes very nicely with the rest of my pieces in my wardrobe. As you can see, it's a very basic piece. It's plain, it's solid colour, it's a very neutral colour, so it's one of my base colours in my wardrobe. I'll pop my colors over here so you can see I have 3 or 4 base colors and then 3 or 4 maybe like accent colors in my wardrobe, and that is what I pick. That's what I shop from basically. You can tell from my wardrobe behind me anyway, but I'm generally going to pick my basic foundational pieces in my base colors before I ever touch my accent colors, because I want to make sure I've got the bases right. I need to build that solid foundation first. This tank top is from OGL. They're a brand that reached out to me to see if I wanted to try some of their pieces, and I hadn't heard of them before, but I will link anything that I have below. You'll see it on when I do some outfits as well, so you'll be able to see how they fit, but I really like it and it's super soft. It's 46% cotton, 46% viscose and 8% spandex, so really nice fabric blend there and a little bit of stretch. Next piece I want to mention, I have 2 on the rail here because my white one is dirty, but it's just like an oversized kind of boyfriend style shirt. So this is my white version. I wear it just kind of like open over tank tops and trousers and jeans and things like that during the summer. I find it's a great kind of like layering piece, that third piece to finish off your outfit. And I really love to wear it like that. I don't tend to wear it buttoned up that often. And then I have a blue version as well. I just find they're great pieces for adding into my work wardrobe. They kind of look a little bit more polished because it's like a crisp shirt, but then I do wear it in a more relaxed way, so it still feels very much my style. Doesn't feel too formal or too fussy. The next piece I've included is a blazer. This I just love. It's almost like a darker biscuity shade. One of my favorite colors in my wardrobe. Love this over a very simple outfit. Again, I think a good blazer. Blazers aren't for everybody, and it took me a while to really get into blazers and to really feel like a blazer felt like me. Sometimes it just doesn't resonate with your style, and that's fine too. You might prefer maybe cardigans if you have a more feminine or kind of cottagecore kind of style. Blazers might not be the one. But for me, this is a great third layering piece where I just have top, trousers, and then I have this to finish off the outfit. Again, in one of my nice base colors. So for my shirts, obviously white in a base color, and the blue is more of an accent color for me. Next up is my trench coat. This is an all year round basic for me. I was wearing this the other day. It is summer, but it was a little bit windy. It's unlined, so it's very light to wear. It's even lighter than a blazer or a cardigan at the moment. And this to me is just the ultimate basic. It does have some really nice details, like it has a little tie on the wrist, and it has a nice little kind of has a nice shape to it, to be honest. It's not your typical trench coat. So while it's still quite a foundational piece, some of the details are a little bit different, the shape's a little bit different, so it stands out. So I would say it's more like an elevated basic as well, which are allowed. Next up, I just wanted to include one pair of jeans. I couldn't really decide which ones to include, but I went for these ones. They're a bit of a cropped ankle, a little bit of a wide leg as well. Just thought they'd be a nice silhouette to pair with some of these other pieces. But again, jeans are probably going to be in everyone's foundational wardrobe if you're a jeans person. I probably have like 5 pairs of blue denims, and they all have a slightly different shape, which is nice when you want to pair them with different tops, so you just kind of want things to fit a little bit differently. You know, that's like when your friend asks you what you're wearing on a night out and you say jeans and a nice top. It's because they are that foundational. Like that is like a style uniform in itself, jeans and a nice top. Like that is like the going out style uniform. I also wanted to include a pair of black wide leg trousers because I think I may wear these more often than the jeans now. Mainly because it's summer and they're a lot lighter, they're a lot thinner, breezier. I find them very easy to wear. I find I can just pair this with like a vest top and then I look dressed up enough for work, whereas if I just wear a vest top and jeans, it's a little bit more casual, whereas with the trouser, it's a little bit more on point. They're such a great piece to have in my wardrobe, and I would be lost without these at this stage. Another piece that is quite a basic piece, quite foundational, but also a bit of a trend piece is this black waistcoat. I feel like it can be trend-led and foundational at the same time, and I have a few reasons why. We know they're trending, waistcoats are everywhere, but what makes this one foundational, it's solid black, all one colour. There's no like frills and trims and anything fancy about it. It's just a solid black waistcoat. So to me, this just fits into my wardrobe like a plain black top. Most of the time I wear it buttoned up, so it is just like a slightly longer line top as well, which is a nice point of difference to my wardrobe. Most of the time I have tops that tuck in. This goes to the hip, which I like. It's a very nice silhouette on me, and it's a nice silhouette on a lot of people. If you can find a trend piece that sits into your wardrobe, like a little basic capsule wardrobe like this, and you can style it in so many different ways, That's how you know a trend piece is going to work in your wardrobe. I've been wearing this quite a bit. This is also from OGL as well, so I will link this below, and I believe I have a discount code to share for some of these items as well. Another piece that I tried from OGL as well, again, I have actually been wearing this, and I really like when I get things in from brands and I just start wearing them straight away. That's always a really good sign. I think I wore this like the day I got it or the day after, and I wore it on date night. I was like, I love it. It's a little mini slip skirt. Most of the skirts in my wardrobe at the moment are midi, and that's probably what I've been more comfortable with. They're easier to wear, they don't ride up, they don't show anything that they shouldn't, like a mini skirt might in the wind. But I really wanted to wear more minis. I just feel like a lot of the time I kind of cover up with my style, and not that I want to show off more, but I just feel like I want to get my legs out a little bit more. And I just think this is a really good way to do it. It's basically like replacing a longer piece that I have and just shortening it. So I'm styling it very much the same way that I would as a midi. So I just thought I would show this as an option for any of these outfits. If you wanted to create them at home, you could always insert a midi skirt instead, and I feel like it would give a very similar vibe. It does come up slightly longer on me than I like, so I actually fold down the waistband once or twice, and it actually sits really nicely. It doesn't look bulky or anything, so that's an option. Then the final pieces are dresses, and I just wanted to include a few dresses because I think it's great to have dresses if you're a dress person. If you don't wear dress at all, that's fine. Include more like tops and bottoms and separates. But if you are a dress person, it's great to have those basic pieces that you can just go to and then style them up in so many different ways. So I have this first one is more of a day dress. It's jersey, it's kind of like a ribbed texture. It has this really nice little sleeve detail on it as well, a little ruffle, which I thought was really sweet. I sized up in this one. This is also from OGL, and that's the final piece that I got from them, so just those 4 pieces. But I just love this, and you know what I really like about it is that I was tempted to go for the black, but I went for the brown, and it's just a little bit softer for my colour palette. I have other black dresses, and I just think this is still one of my base colours in my wardrobe. It's like black, brown, and then like beiges and creams. They're kind of my base colours. So I'm picking pieces that are in my base colours, but I don't want every dress I own to be black. So I thought this was nicer. It's kind of a little less contrast, which probably suits my colour palette a bit better. I'm in autumn, so there's a little bit less contrast for an autumn, so this would suit me all that much more. It's a really nice long length as well. For me, you'll see in the cutaways, I'm 5'5", and sometimes I find with midi skirts and dresses, they can kind of either just hit me below the knee, or they come just kind of like halfway between my calf, and I don't love that length. This comes a good bit longer, and I really, really love that. So this was a great option for like a day dress. And then for like well, this can also be a day dress, but then equally it could be dressed up more because it is 100% silk. I wore this yesterday to work actually, and I just felt amazing in it. Yeah, it's just this silk kind of, I mean, you're not gonna be able to see it. Silk, I wanna say midi, but almost like mid-axi. It's very similar length to the brown one as well, that comes really to my ankle. This is from Goalia. I don't know if you've heard of that brand. I have seen them doing the rounds on like YouTubers' videos, seen them on Instagram and stuff. And they've been on my radar for a little while. And they've recently sent me a few pieces, and this is just one of them. I will kind of like test out the rest of them. Actually, this is one of them as well. Testing them out before I share them with you because I want to give an honest opinion. Especially during my no-buy year, I don't want to be pushing so much shopping and brands because I know a lot of you are here for like the no-buy content, and I don't just want to keep pushing out like more newness. It's just very counterintuitive. So I want to only tell you about things that I really love. I just thought this was an absolutely beautiful dress, and I think it's one that can be worn with sandals. Which is, what did I wear it with? Oh, I wore it with some like flat ballet shoes, and then equally I could wear this with the heel to like a wedding or a really special event, something like that. And it comes with like a little necktie, that little kind of corsage. That was a little bit of a trend a few months ago. So I just think this is really beautiful. What's lovely about this is that it is an elevated basic as well. It's not just like a cotton dress or a polyester dress. It's 100% silk. It feels really beautiful on. It feels really elegant, and like there's been a lot of attention to detail. Like the neckline is such a lovely shape on me as well. Or it's a neckline that I really like, should I say. And that's what makes this just a much nicer piece to wear. So when I'm thinking about mixing and matching all of these pieces, in my head, okay, so my style uniform is one, I would grab a vest top, a shirt to throw over the top, and my wide leg trousers, and that's my outfit, right? If I wanted to wear like a different option, I'd go, okay, vest top and jeans and the blue shirt over the top. Still the same combination, but it is slightly different. Or I can go and grab my blazer, and then it's still that third piece over the top, but it's maybe a bit more elevated again because it's a blazer. Well, possibly I'd wear that with the trench coat. Same kind of outfit formula, but just a little bit different. I want to change things up a bit, but I just want to change like one piece of my style uniform because I don't want anything to feel too different. So I'm going to swap out the jeans or trousers, and I'm going to grab the skirt. So it feels different to me already, but if I grab a white shirt to throw over the top, then I've only changed one piece and it still feels really me. I did an Instagram post about this probably like 3 years ago, and I got so many good responses from the people who were like, oh my god, that makes so much sense. So I might do a whole video about this, might even be the style uniform video. But you see what I mean? It's like you find your style uniform, maybe it's 3 pieces, top, bottom, extra layer. You change one of those pieces, you'll probably still feel really grounded in your style. It's just that you'll have introduced something a little bit more fun. Maybe you're trying something out, maybe you want to go a little feminine, maybe you want to go a bit more edgy, etc. Equally, if I want to wear a dress and I think, oh, that's a little bit different than my usual style uniform, how am I going to style this? I'm probably just going to throw like a white shirt over the top or something, pair of sandals. Got one of my pieces that feels like me, and then it just feels maybe a little bit more feminine or something like that. A little bit more breezy and summer ready. But as you can see, I don't need tons of pieces to be able to kind of mix and match with that and like to be able to recreate different outfits. I just need to have the right pieces and the right foundational pieces to then kind of start to build my core style or my style uniform with that. Okay, so if I go back and I count the shirts as 2 different options, I might just include both of them just for easiness sake. The white shirt is a little bit dirty, it has like a black mark on it, but I'm just going to use it in the outfits anyway because I just want to be able to show you. 11 pieces, we've got 4 tops, 3 bottoms, 2 outerwear and 2 dresses. Obviously I'm going to include shoes and accessories. I'm not going to limit myself there because we all have a different amount of shoes and bags and things like that that we can style with. And I feel like a lot of the time, if we all had these exact items, but we styled them with our own shoes and our bags, we would all create very different outfits. Because shoes and bags can sometimes be those personality pieces. Like a certain shoe can make an outfit look edgy, or it can make it look more feminine by like a strappy sandal, or it can make it look a bit more kind of androgynous or preppy with a loafer, very casual and sporty with a trainer. So depending on what shoe you add, you can really change up your outfits. So that's what I want to be able to show you as well today when I'm styling these. So I've shown you a few cutaways already, but let's just get into as many outfits as we can get through with these pieces.